Hi, everyone. Here's a response to this question about supply chain disruptions and whether or not they're priced in. So, the supply chain is everything from having the production facility and warehousing for your product, sourcing materials to bring into your facilities, manufacturing the product, and ultimately moving the product to where it needs to go. So, with tariffs, and especially broad tariffs like this, there are cost increases hitting supply chains at all steps along this chain. So, what companies need to do is evaluate each of those adjustments to their supply chain and determine whether or not there are replacements or alternatives to their current supply chain. This leads to changes in sourcing, working with new suppliers, and often leads to very different logistics patterns and freight lanes. In some cases, it even entails reformulating a product to actually remove the higher cost item out of that formula. So, with every one of these changes to that supply chain, it increases risk and it increases the volatility of that supply. There's risk and uncertainty in dealing with new suppliers that may not be as proven for the quality expectations that the company requires. And there's uncertainty just in working through the new logistics patterns and freight patterns to make sure that the product can be produced on time and get to the right place. And as the company transitioned the supply chain from the old input to the new input, there's often fluctuations in inventory, either buildup of inventory or shortages of inventory, trying to get that cutoff of materials as optimally as possible. So, amid all of these changes to the supply chain, you end up with reduced forecast accuracy and often reduced investment just because of the uncertainty of the changes going on in that supply chain. My 2 cents is the bulk of the supply chain disruption is not yet priced in because it's so impossible to determine which problems are going to occur. And most of the companies that have provided their earnings have not made any forecasts that include tariff impacts at all. And this would be one of those impacts. So I would love to hear from anybody that works in supply chain to provide your 2 cents on what supply chain disruptions are happening and whether or not you think they've actually been estimated and built into any kind of a forecast for your company. I highly doubt it. I hope that helps.